Welcome to Books and Storytime by MyBookSummary.com. Let's explore. A stormy night of love. It was a quiet evening, and the rain was falling softly outside. Mia and Leo, who had been dating for over a year, were sitting together on the couch. Their love was deep, and today, the rain made everything feel magical. Leo looked over at Mia, her eyes sparkling like the stars. He smiled warmly and took her hand. "I love the sound of the rain," Mia said softly. "It reminds me of our first date." Leo remembered that day too. They had gone for a walk in the park when it suddenly started raining. They laughed as they ran to find shelter. Now they were older, but their love felt just as fresh as that rainy day. Suddenly, the lights in the house went out. "Oh no," Mia said, laughing. "The storm must have knocked out the power." Leo grabbed a candle and lit it. Its soft, warm glow filled the room, and the sound of the rain grew louder. "We can't go out now," Leo said with a smile. "Looks like we're stuck here." Mia giggled. "I guess we are, but I don't mind," she said, moving closer to Leo. The candle flickered, casting gentle shadows on the walls. The rain drummed on the roof, but inside, everything felt calm. Leo wrapped his arm around Mia, and she rested her head on his shoulder. The storm outside grew stronger, with the wind howling, but inside, they felt safe and at peace. "I love you," Leo whispered in her ear, his voice full of warmth. Mia turned to face him, her eyes full of love. "I love you too," she whispered back. They shared a tender kiss, slow and sweet, lost in the moment. The world outside didn't matter. It was just the two of them. As the rain continued to pour, they spent the evening talking about their dreams, their future, and the love they shared. The storm outside only brought them closer, making the night feel even more special. Hours passed, but neither of them cared. The rain tapped gently on the windows, and their hearts seemed to beat in unison. Leo held Mia tightly, feeling the warmth of her body next to his. The night felt perfect, and nothing else mattered. Eventually, as the storm began to fade, they fell asleep in each other's arms. The rain was now soft and gentle, like a lullaby. The next morning, the storm had passed, but the sky was still gray, and the world outside was fresh and calm. Mia woke first, the soft light of dawn streaming through the windows. She smiled as she watched Leo still sleeping, feeling a deep sense of love and peace. She quietly got up and stood by the window, watching the last few drops of rain fall. The night had been magical, a moment she would never forget. Leo woke up and saw Mia standing by the window. He smiled and walked over to her, wrapping his arms around her from behind. They stood there, looking out at the quiet world, feeling content and happy. "I love you," Leo whispered again, his lips close to her ear. "I love you too," Mia said, leaning back into his embrace. They didn't need to say anything more. The rain, the night, and their love had made everything feel perfect. Later that day, as the rain finally stopped, they decided to take a walk through the wet streets. Hand in hand, they walked through puddles, the air fresh and cool. Everything felt peaceful, as if the storm had washed away all their worries. Leo suddenly stopped and turned to face Mia. His voice was serious but gentle. "I've been thinking," he said, "about us, about how much I love you." Mia looked at him, curious and excited. Leo took a deep breath. "Mia," he said softly, "will you marry me?" Mia's eyes filled with tears of joy. She hadn't expected this, but it felt so right. She smiled, her heart full of love. "Yes," she whispered, "I will marry you." Leo's face lit up with happiness. He pulled her into his arms and kissed her right there, in the middle of the quiet, rain-soaked street. The storm had brought them closer, and now, they knew they would spend their future together. Stay tuned for more enlightening content. Head over to www.mybooksummary.com. Don't forget to subscribe and share the magic with friends. And let's grow together through the power of books and interesting stories.